There's a moment in every family where someone finally stops reenacting the script they were handed. Not out of rebellion, not out of bitterness, but because they see the pattern clearly and refuse to keep pretending it's normal. This is that moment for me. This is why this journal exists. I grew up inside a survival story that I didn't write. My mom passed it down the way her mother passed it to her, a quiet inheritance of exhaustion wrapped in the instruction to push through. She didn't have guidance, she had endurance. And she handed me the only thing she knew how to carry. For decades, I didn't know there was a difference. I never learned stability. I learned holding on. I never learned comfort. I learned resilience. And when it came time to raise my own kids, I gave them what I had been given: just hang in. Not because I didn't want more for them, but because hanging in was the only language I'd ever been taught. We built a family business together. We did everything right. And then the ground moved. The economy, the politics, the mess, and small families like ours took the hit. We didn't fail. No, we, like many people in 2025, got trumped. But try explaining that to people you love who are hurting. Try explaining it to yourself. When they say, "You always say that," it isn't disrespect, it's generational fatigue. The kind that settles into the bloodline when survival becomes the family dialect. But here's the truth that rose in me: my kids don't need to inherit the same script. They need me to break it. This is the line I'm ending. This is the silence I'm cutting through. This is where I stop passing down endurance and start giving direction. I'm done asking them to hang in. I'm done keeping them inside the same holding pattern I grew up in. I'm building a forward path, one that doesn't depend on broken systems, rigged politics, or the forces that crushed so many families like ours. I don't blame my mom, and I don't blame myself. But I'm done treating survival like it's sacred. The pain stops here, the apology begins here, and the repair, slow, steady, intentional, starts now. This is the first generation in my family that will not inherit silence or shame or endurance disguised as hope. They'll inherit clarity, they'll inherit direction, they'll inherit a mother who finally said, "Enough. We're changing the story from this point forward." And yes, and my kids are grown, but I can still teach them. Not through control, not through guilt, but by showing them what real growth looks like. Isn't it time we let all the generations off the hook? Them for what they couldn't give, us for what we couldn't carry, and our adult children for what they never should have had to inherit? I'm never lonely when I'm alone. Adia.